Hello, it is Throwback Thursday, June 16th, 2022. Steve Sipress here, and I'm standing in the shade because about 10 feet behind me in the front of my home in the sun, it's the hottest time of the day, or just about to be, over 110 degrees once again. Here in way too hot, way too sunny, southern Arizona. So today happens to be the, I don't know, however many anniversary of the invention of the first roller coaster. 1884, so whatever that means, 138 years ago, the invention of the first roller coaster. Trivia question, how fast did it go? You can look it up. From what I'm told, 5 miles an hour. However, it was a sensation, and it caught on, and pretty soon there were roller coasters all over the country. And towards the end of the Roaring 20s, 1927, I believe, the famed Cyclone roller coaster made its debut on Coney Island, which, by the way, is the site of the first roller coaster in 1884, Coney Island, New York, where my grandparents and parents would take me as a kid. It was definitely on the decline back then in the 60s, but it's been a little bit revitalized lately. One thing that's remained constant, Coney Island, by the way, also the site of the invention of the hot dog. About 15 years before the roller coaster in late 1860s. And later on, one of the employees of that first hot dog company left and started his own hot dog stand, which you may be familiar with the name Nathan's. Still to this day at Coney Island, and thanks to franchising all over the world, and world famous. And every July 4th, they have the nauseatingly unbelievable hot dog eating contest where the winner eats like 70 or 80 hot dogs in 10 minutes. Kind of ridiculous, stuffing them into their face. But anyway, a lot of stuff going on at Coney Island. The first roller coaster on this date in 1884, the first hot dog on a different date about 15 years before. And the business lesson is slightly different for business owners than for entrepreneurs, but it's got to do with a down economy. A recession, which we may already be in. Technical definition of recession here in the U.S. is 2 consecutive quarters of negative growth of GDP, and we had negative growth in the first quarter. We're currently in the second quarter. We won't know yet until the second quarter ends, but if in fact it's negative growth, then we are in a recession, and will be officially announced at the end of the second quarter. Or if somehow, the midst of all the nonsense going on, somehow the GDP, usually what happens is the government just rakes the numbers and makes it look as if there's positive GDP growth in the second quarter. Then the recession will come a little bit later, third, fourth quarter, first quarter next year, whatever it is. Everyone knows we got inflation. We got all kinds of problems. Still businesses suffering from the great shutdown of 2 years ago, and many states and cities and localities that didn't fully open up, and some of which still not fully open up, with all kinds of restrictive rules and regulations and crushing businesses left and right. So here's the lesson. In down times, in tough economies, entertainment, escape type of products and services grow in popularity. Okay, so anything people do to escape. In fact, you saw this during the Great Shutdown, right? They shut down churches, schools, but they didn't shut down liquor stores. Oh no, those were essential, right? So people will imbibe more alcohol, drugs, they'll watch more Netflix, they'll, if they're shut down, if they're allowed to, they'll go out to more games and bars and entertainment. There'll be more drinking and partying, less working, because people, it's how they escape depression, which is how, I guess, the down economy is named. If it gets really bad, it'll definitely be a recession. Depression is if it gets really, really bad. And how do people relieve depression? Well, with entertainment. So for business owners, you own a business, and that's what you're focused on. You want to start to gear your advertising, your marketing, to something to do with entertainment. Find a way to inject some entertainment value into your product or service. That will attract more people. For entrepreneurs who own multiple businesses or are always looking for new opportunities, you want to look for opportunities right now in the entertainment fields, so you don't have to turn your dental office or auto repair shop into something to do with entertainment. You just look to invest in liquor, what do they call cannabis, marijuana, movies, music, TV shows, anything at all where there's going to be entertainment. That's where you're going to see growth no matter what happens, or especially in a down economy, you can see growth in those areas. Other areas, going to have things real tough, as they already are, and they're just going to get a heck of a lot tougher before they ever get better. So, word to the wise, look to the past, and you'll see that's what happens every time there's a downturn, a tough economy, a recession, a depression, whatever you want to call it. People want an escape. That's what you should be looking to get into right now and for the foreseeable future, at least the next year or two, while this troubled economy continues, which, of course, no matter how much politicians want to think we're really stupid, has nothing to do with any war in Europe or Asia or Africa or anywhere else. It has to do with really ridiculous government policies recently, shutting down businesses, printing money, paying people not to work, locking everyone in their home all around the world, all kinds of stupidity going on. Now we're gonna, must have been fun to not work and get paid, or get paid more than you would if you were working. Not going to be too much fun for anybody except the mega wealthy and entrepreneurs and business owners that heed my message today and capitalize on what is about to become a boom in escapism, in entertainment, escape-based business. That'll do it for it's not Worldwide Web Wednesday, it was yesterday. It's Throwback Thursday. That's why we're throwing it back to the first roller coaster in 1884 at Coney Island and the first hot dog at Coney Island in 1867 or so, I think. Anyway, catch you back here again tomorrow. Thanks for being here today. See you on Foundation Friday. Over and out. I'm heading back inside where it is less than 112 degrees, which it is outside. Right, a little cooler up here in the mountains, but still. 110 or so? Wish you were here.